We're starting things off here in Belgium with the MX2 qualifying race. We're going to have a word with Jose Bastogne first. Jose, it was a day of two halves for you in Lockett. Obviously a DNF in that first moto and the second one a third place finish. What are your thoughts now?
Yeah, first I took whole shot and then I was leading in the second lap. I have some fighting with Charlier where I crashed. My first DNF of the year because my mistake. And second hit, I went whole shot again. I went finish 3. So I'm third in the championship, 31 points in front of Charlier. I hope to finish top 3 in the championship because I really wanted that.
What do you make of this track here in Bastogne?
Yeah, I like very much. Today I took 4th place on the timing practice. Normally I never ride on the top 5 on the time practice, but today I'm surprised because I like the track, I feel confident.
Thanks Jose, good stuff. Right, that actually brings us to our next rider, because from that mistake from Jose, Christophe Charlier was able to capitalise on that, move the points gap closer to that third place in the World Championship and also pick up your third overall podium of the 2013 season. What do you need to do now?
This year I work very hard. This is my secret, and yes, it's good to Gate the top 3.
Thanks, Christophe. Best of luck this weekend. And we're also going to have a word finally with Max Anstey. Last 2 rounds haven't been quite so fruitful for you with the crashes. How are you feeling? What happened in that first moto?
Yeah, well, I obviously went down and I cut my arm pretty deep. So they had to take me to hospital and get loads of rocks and stuff out of it. I mean, just going down that pit lane was just a sheet of rocks. So, yeah, you know, it hasn't obviously gone as well as I'd hoped, but. You know, I'm just going to go out and put myself in a good position around the first few corners and go out and show these boys how to pass. That's what I'm going to do right now.
Has it affected any of your training this week, or you've been able to crack on with things?
No, I haven't done a lot really. Just been chilling out, and I've been on antibiotics for the first week of it, so I felt a little bit funny, but I'm alright. I'm back on it. I'm a machine, so you know I'll be alright.
Thanks, Max. Right, that's all from us down here on the start line.
Well, as usual, the riders left the skybox, the waiting zone behind the start line area, and came to the circuit via the Monster Energy presentation zone. They did their sighting lap, and of course, conditions this year completely different to what they were 12 months ago. The sun was out and we had a dry racetrack. Well, qualifying in MX2 saw Jeffrey Herlings not get a good start as he tried to hug the inside line. In fact, it was Jose Bastogne on the Silver Action KTM, the number 17, that grabbed the whole shot about 3 gates over. Just behind him was Dean Ferris. Tixier was all off the side of the bike as he went through that first turn, managed to save it and keep it upright though, and eventually came round 12th on the opening lap. But the battle was between these guys, and Ferrandis and Herlings in 4th place there, number 84. Tonkov was in 5th with Maxime Dupre, and Romain Fevre with Charlier just behind. But Bastogne led for the first 4 laps. Dean Ferris tried to go with the Spaniard, but just couldn't match the pace in the early stages of the race as Jeffrey Herlings found a way past the 122 of Dylan Ferrandis on the Bud Rockstar Racing Kawasaki. He was down in 4th place. Bastogne, though, was doing his best to pull away from Ferris, but he started to reel in the Spaniard, and he was bringing Jeffrey Herlings with him. Eventually, Ferris went through, though, on lap 5, and it wasn't long after that before Jeffrey Herlings also followed the way through on the same lap. So then it was going to be a shootout between Dean Ferris and Jeffrey Herlings. Number 17, Jose Bastogne, was just starting to lose a little bit of ground. But as we neared the halfway point of the race, Jeffrey Herlings thought, right, now it's time to go, pull the pin, and see if he could do anything about the Australian. Just behind them, there are all kinds of battles going on. Romain Fevre, Tonkov, Dupre, Nichols battling over the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th positions. And Tixier, well, he was 12th on the opening lap and spent much of the time in 10th place. Eventually finished in 8th by the time the checkered flag fell. Pascal Rauschenegger was having a good ride as well, but Dean Ferris was looking at trying to pick up his second pole position of the season. But Jeffrey Herlings wasn't making it easy for him, and he went down big time just in the left-hander. He got alongside Dean Ferris just here. He jumped too long going into the left-hander on lap 7. He picked himself up, but he was in some kind of discomfort holding that left shoulder, which turned out to be a dislocated shoulder. So it's just a matter of time before we see Jeffrey Herlings on the line or not. But Ferris went to take his second pole of the season by winning the qualifying race.
Dean, well done on winning this qualifying race. You were sat behind Jose in the first half. How did you find your way through?
Yeah, Jose, he gapped me for the first 4 laps, and then I found my rhythm and found some good lines, and I passed him immediately when I got onto him. So, yeah, and then I think I checked out from them a little bit, and then Herlings must have come through, and Herlings was taking a few laps to get by me, and then he was trying to make a pass stick, and he went down. Hopefully he's all right, but yeah, and then I just rode smart for the last 4 laps and brought it home.
Thanks, Dean. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.